What is up, guys? Tanner for another video. Hope you're all having a great day. In this one, we're doing another Mythbuster series. Me and Noah are going to be doing it. And in this one, we're going to be talking about influencer marketing and some of the things that people think are true, but really aren't true. And I'm going to be talking about why those reasons and things people say are not true. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. Before we get into this video, guys, I want to make a quick announcement. My new course is launching August 1st. I've been flying in young entrepreneurs all over the country and even the world for the past 2 weeks just to film content for you guys for my new course. I'm super excited to share with you guys. You guys are going to learn a lot about marketing, not just dropshipping, but marketing overall. So stay tuned for that.
Influencers are too saturated. What you think, man?
No, influencers are not too saturated, okay? A lot of people think this just because so many people started using influencers as dropshipping started to get more and more popular, and influencers even started to learn what dropshipping was and how they could make money with their own accounts. But the truth about it is that there's still tons of money to be made on Instagram. It's really all about just being relatable to the specific audience that you're promoting to. Whether it's a personal influencer or a themed influencer, they can both work. I still make money off of them, even though I'm really trying to learn more about Facebook ads so I can utilize that most, because influencers, one thing about influencers is that it's really time consuming if you start to make a lot of money with it, because you have to make sure that influencers are posting, that you paid them, everything's going right, and everything like that. So it's really a lot of manual work, but there still is a lot of money to be made. You just have to make sure you're being sort of unique with the strategy you're going with. So let's go ahead and go to the next one.
This is good. An influencer with under a 5% engagement rate will not make you money.
Yep, I'm sure you've heard from a lot of YouTubers and other people talking about e-commerce that any account with under a 5% engagement rate won't make you money just because their audience is too saturated. They don't get a lot of likes, views, whatever it may be. And I'm sure I've even said that in one of my past videos. But one thing that I learned is that most of these engagement calculators, they don't calculate all of the posts from a page. They only calculate 6 to 9 posts from that specific page. And let's say this influencer has 2 or 3 ads up, and then the engagement calculator calculates all those together, then it's not going to really give the true engagement rate of how many likes they get and really how good their audience is. So I really don't like to base it off of that. I like to base it off of my personal opinion, sort of using my sixth sense, as you can say, because I've been doing it for a while and I sort of understand whether an audience is active or not. You really just have to look at the ratio between likes and followers. So the engagement rate really isn't something that's super true all the time. Some of it is, some of it isn't. Usually if it's around 10%, it's fake if it's a themed influencer, but personal influencers get a lot more engagement just because it's more personal. But let's go ahead and get into the next one.
Pictures don't perform as well as videos do.
So a lot of people come to me asking about this. They're saying, look, you know, these pictures, they're not going to make you money. Only videos work with influencers because it's more engaging, but that is not the case. So if you have a product that has multiple functions, then of course it is good to have a video just so you can show each of the specific things that it does and use that as marketing points to get people to go to your store and actually buy something. But pictures perform really well. Some of my biggest dropshipping stores that I've scaled with influencers have been through picture ads, being relatable, using a text post ad. So what I mean by that is basically being relatable to these specific audiences by creating something where I have a white box image, a blank slate, and then I add a product image and then some text at the top that creates some relatability. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So text posts do really well on Instagram just because there's a lot of big themed Instagram pages that use those to relate with their audience. So it's really just about being relatable, whether it is a picture or a video. So let's go ahead and go to the next one.
Free plus shipping doesn't work anymore.
So free plus shipping, it does work still. The only thing that sucks about it, it is very low margin, which is low profit. So in order to make a lot of money, you have to get a lot of orders, which sometimes is a good thing, sometimes is a bad thing. It really depends on what you're trying to do. So it's not as easy as it used to be when dropshipping wasn't really that popular on Instagram and stuff. It was pretty easy. I'm sure as you've seen before, there's been tons and tons of free plus shipping ads out there. That was like one of the main things that people were doing. And you still see some people like Supreme Patty, Joseph Costello on YouTube and Instagram. They're big personal influencers and they say stuff like swipe up, go to my website for free chains, whatever. And that is free plus shipping. Basically, they're charging 15, 20 bucks, whatever it is, for shipping on a product that costs them $2 from AliExpress. So they're making money off of their audience. So free plus shipping is definitely doable. The only thing is that the products have to be really low ticket because you need to be able to have some kind of margin. So let's say I usually don't charge more than $10 for shipping because then it seems to be a little bit too out of place and customers won't want to buy just because it seems like too much money for what it is since you're offering it to them free in the first place. So you get a lot of added carts and your conversion rate will honestly just be really low because it's free plus shipping. But it's still available to make money. It's really just all about your marketing strategies and what you're doing to attain these customers and not just being super basic with it. So let's go to the next one.
Personal influencers do not work with dropshipping.
False.
Damn.
So personal influence, a lot of people don't really use personal influence for dropshipping. They think that's a little bit too out of place and that these people don't want to promote your product or it's too expensive, which it can be. But the thing is, if you have a personal influencer and you actually have a decent product and a good store, everything's set up organically, then you can get a lot more sales with a personal influencer compared to a themed influencer, just because they have a much more active and engaged audience. Because I've noticed that with themed influencers, you know, they post ads and stuff, they don't really get that much engagement compared to their following. But if you see someone that was a YouTuber, or they just are a popular model on Instagram, whatever it is, they'll get a lot more likes than a theme page with that same amount of followers, because it's more personable and it's actually a direct person instead of just a page posting about a specific niche. So the only negative side to this is that personal influencers will charge you a lot more money than themed influencers. That's why I always start with themed influencers, and it starts to do well, and you can go over to personal influencers. It's really just all about how you're going at it, and if you have enough money to spend, because they will charge you probably like 5 to 10 times more than a themed influencer. So that is going to be it for this Mythbusters video, talking about some influencer marketing, Mythbusters, going about some things that people say that aren't really true. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go follow Noah. I'll put his link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.